They were once the world's most recognized sisters, two minds, one body, and a story that left the world speechless. Abby and Brittany Hensel weren't just conjoined twins. They were a symbol, a mystery, a miracle. A living contradiction of science and spirit. But now, nearly 3 decades after their journey began, an unexpected and heartbreaking twist has emerged. And this time, they might not be facing it together. What has happened to Abby and Brittany? And why are fans convinced something tragic is unfolding behind closed doors? You're about to find out why. After all these years of silent strength, Abby and Brittany Hensel are saying goodbye, but not in the way anyone expected. It all began with a moment that stunned daytime television. April 1996, The Oprah Winfrey Show. The cameras rolled. The world watched. Hand in walked to 5-year-old girls with one body, 2 heads, and one synchronized giggle that silenced the room. Their names: Abby and Brittany Hensel. Small, smiling, and full of Disney references. They weren't nervous. They weren't confused. They were, in their own quiet way, magical. Viewers were captivated. Not by tragedy, not by pity, but by awe. These weren't children who needed help. These were children who had already figured it out. One controlled the right side of the body, the other the left. They moved like a dance, a rhythm no one could teach because no one else in the world had ever lived it. The media storm that followed was immediate and intense. Life magazine ran a cover story titled "One Body, Two Souls." The twins became a living mystery wrapped in everyday moments, riding bikes, playing piano, brushing hair. But even as the world stared in fascination, something deeper was happening. The public wasn't just seeing a medical phenomenon, they were witnessing something more primal, more uncomfortable. A challenge to what it means to be human, to be whole, to be normal. And the question loomed quietly behind every camera flash: how long could they really live like this? From the outside, Abby and Brittany's lives became a carefully curated glimpse into something unimaginable, but from the inside, they were just living. And then, as adolescence approached, the spotlight grew brighter. In 2002, the Discovery Health Channel aired a documentary titled "Joined for Life." It peeled back the curtain and revealed what the public hadn't seen: the medical challenges, the surgeries, the awkwardness of puberty, all wrapped inside the tight bond of sisterhood. A year later came Joined at Birth, then Extraordinary People. The story of Abby and Brittany was no longer just about surviving. It was about growing up. But with every new feature, one thing became painfully clear: the world loved to watch, but never quite knew what to say. By 2005, at just 11 years old, Abby and Brittany had become global figures. But their family made a bold decision: step back, fade from the limelight, focus on living, not performing, and they did. Until TLC came calling. The network known for telling stories that blur the line between spectacle and empathy offered something different: a show on their terms, not about their condition, about their lives. In 2012, Abby and Brittany premiered. It wasn't tabloid. It wasn't exploitative. It was surprisingly ordinary, and that's what made it extraordinary. Graduating from college, interviewing for teaching jobs, shopping with friends, planning lessons. And driving. Yes, driving. Abby worked the gas and brake. Brittany handled the turn signals. They both steered. It was mesmerizing, not because it was perfect, but because it was real. To people, sharing one life, and refusing to let the world define them. But then, something changed. After the show aired, the twins went silent. No interviews, no public appearances. Their social media turned quiet. Speculation took its place. Were they okay? Why had they vanished? And then, in the shadows of internet forums and whispers and fan communities, the rumors began. Abby got married, Brittany didn't, they're saying goodbye to the public forever. And behind that rumor, a deeper mystery: could Abby and Brittany, conjoined in body and biology, really lead separate emotional lives? And what happens when one twin makes a life decision that the other doesn't agree with? It sounds like fiction, but it's real, because the truth is now out. Abby Hensel did get married, quietly, privately, in 2021. Her husband, a nurse, a veteran, a man named Josh Bowling, and suddenly everything changed. The wedding was quiet, intimate. Only a few images were ever shared, and yet those images shattered the internet. Because alongside Abby stood Brittany, not as a bridesmaid, not in the audience, as part of the bride. The photograph, to heads, one wedding dress, sparked questions no one knew how to ask. Was Brittany in love too? Did she consent? Was she married? Or was she simply there, attached by something more powerful than emotion? This wasn't just a headline. This was an existential riddle, a love triangle that couldn't be untangled. And as the mystery deepened, the twins said nothing, but quietly their lives shifted again. They stopped appearing altogether. They stopped responding to interview requests. They stopped being Abby and Brittany, the story, and became Abby and Brittany, the mystery. There's a certain silence that speaks louder than any headline. And in the case of Abby and Brittany Hensel, that silence is deafening. For years, they let the world in, and then the door closed. Why? What happened between the joyful graduation, the light-hearted reality series, and the sudden decision to vanish from public life? Some say it was privacy, others say it was pain, but the truth is far more complicated. Because to understand why the twins disappeared, you have to understand what they've lived through. They are dicephalic parapagous twins, to heads, one body. But biology has never followed clean lines in their case. They share two arms, two legs, one torso, one set of reproductive organs, and yet two entirely different minds. Abby controls the right side, Brittany controls the left. That means walking, typing, driving, even clapping is a constant negotiation. A shared dance performed in silence. One of the most extreme forms of cooperation human beings have ever achieved. But what happens when the decisions can't be shared? Marriage, family, autonomy. What happens when the lines between I and we start to fracture? Abby's marriage wasn't just a milestone. It was a collision. Publicly, fans celebrated the news. But privately, questions swirled. Was Brittany in love too? Could she say no? And if she wanted to leave, where would she go? The human body is elastic. The human soul, single quotes years earlier, when the twins were still teenagers, they had spoken openly, perhaps naively, about their dreams. They wanted to fall in love, to marry, to have children. It sounded impossible. But nothing about their lives had ever followed the rules. Doctors confirmed the obvious: biologically, they could conceive. Their shared reproductive system was functional. Theoretically, pregnancy could happen. But possible is not the same as simple. Who carries the child? Who feels it grow? Who becomes the parent? And more hauntingly, who doesn't? This is the private turmoil behind the public silence. A marriage that some call miraculous, others call controversial. Whispers of ethical dilemmas, speculations of regret. And a very real question: what happens when two people are physically bound but emotionally drifting? As these questions mount, another twist unfolds, a parallel story, one that seems like the mirror opposite of Abby and Brittany. Meet Aaron and Abby Delaney, born in 2016. The Delaney twins shared not just a body, but a skull, craniopagus twins. One of the rarest forms of conjoinment on Earth. Doctors told their mother it was hopeless. She refused to accept that. 11 months later. In a marathon 11-hour surgery, Aaron and Abby were successfully separated, bone, skin, even brain tissue. Divided by science, hope, and a mother's love. Now, both girls are alive, whole, separate, the price. Developmental delays, years of therapy, but also freedom, it's a haunting contrast, while one set of twins fought to stay apart, another chose to stay together, neither path was easy, but only one led to silence. Back in Minnesota, Abby and Brittany kept living, quietly, privately, deliberately. They became teachers. 5th grade, side by side, still together. Still moving as one, but if you look closer. Something's shifted, they used to post online, used to share updates. Now. Nothing. Their wedding photos, carefully selected. Released in a drip, no captions, when asked for interviews, they politely decline, they are no longer public figures. They are a mystery wrapped in normalcy. And the message is subtle but undeniable. They've said goodbye. Not to each other. To us. But why now? The answer may lie in their anatomy. Most people think conjoined twins are a shared body, but in reality, Abby and Brittany's bodies are like a living Venn diagram, overlapping in some places, entirely separate in others. They have 2 hearts. For lungs, to spines that merge into one, to stomachs. 1 liver, 1 set of reproductive organs, 1 large intestine. 1 bladder. 3 kidneys, to gallbladders. A Y-shaped small intestine. It's not just shared. It's tangled. Every decision, from walking to eating to sleeping, involves that tangled blueprint. And that's the part most people forget. This isn't just a fascinating story. It's a fragile one. At age 12, they underwent spinal surgery to prevent scoliosis. At 16, they spoke about dating. At 21, they graduated college. At 34, Abby married. And now. Now the story goes silent. Some say it's privacy. Others wonder if it's pain. What's certain is this: behind the smiles, the coordination, the beautiful normalcy, is a storm no one else can see. Imagine never being alone. Not for a second. Imagine falling in love while someone else watches from the same body. Imagine arguing but not being able to leave the room. Imagine feeling your sibling's stomach ache in your own gut. There's no precedent for this. No map, no answers, only questions, and now, as the world peers in again, the twins have made their choice, they've closed the door, for good, maybe, or maybe, for now, before Abby and Brittany Hensel quietly stepped away from the public eye. Another pair of conjoined twins had already done it, in a very different way. Their names were Ronnie and Donnie Gallion, born in 1951. Conjoined from the sternum to the groin, the Gallion brothers lived through an era that didn't offer compassion, it offered stares. They were paraded across carnivals, put in freak shows, and handcuffed by police, not for crimes, but because their existence made people uncomfortable. And yet, they lived, for 68 years. They became the longest living conjoined twins in recorded history. Not because they had more, but because they fought harder. Their lives were a blueprint. Not for survival, but for resistance, and for Abby and Brittany, that blueprint may have mattered more than we think. Unlike Abby and Brittany, the Gallion twins never married. Never had children, they lived together, side by side, until the very end. Asterisk their choice wasn't just biological. It was philosophical. Asterisk they turned down separation, even when it became medically possible. Why? Asterisk because they didn't see each other as halves of a whole. Asterisk they saw themselves as whole, together. Asterisk that mindset, radical in its time, echoed decades later in the choices Abby and Brittany made. Asterisk they didn't want to be divided. Asterisk they wanted to be understood. Asterisk but, unlike Ronnie and Donnie, asterisk Abby and Brittany grew up in a world with cameras, hashtags, and headlines. Asterisk and the weight of being watched grew heavy. When Abby and Brittany starred in their TLC show in 2012, something incredible happened. Asterisk the narrative shifted. Asterisk for the first time, they weren't presented as a medical anomaly. They were young women figuring out life. Asterisk they bickered over outfits. They played pranks on friends. They drove cars. They wanted to travel. Asterisk and they taught us something most of us never had to think about. Asterisk how do you build a life when you can't take a step without someone else agreeing to move? Asterisk they did it with patience, humor, resilience. But now, fans can't help but ask, was that reality show a goodbye in disguise? In the last few years, Abby and Brittany's appearances vanished. Asterisk no TV, asterisk no social media, asterisk no interviews, asterisk until one thing broke the silence. Asterisk a wedding photo. Asterisk Abby Hensel, married, asterisk to a man in a white dress, smiling. Asterisk next to her, Brittany. Asterisk present, but unreadable. The photo sparked admiration and debate. One body, one marriage license, one husband. Asterisk but two minds. Asterisk was Brittany in love too? Asterisk or was she simply sharing the journey because she had no choice? The internet debated. Asterisk ethicists weighed in. Asterisk speculators spiraled. Asterisk but the twins said nothing. Asterisk and in that silence, their mystery grew deeper. Asterisk it was no longer just a question of science. Asterisk it was a question of self. Beneath the surface, Abby and Brittany's anatomy tells a story stranger than fiction. Asterisk to spines, two hearts, for lungs. Asterisk but one diaphragm, one digestive tract, one set of reproductive organs. Asterisk their bodies are a puzzle nature never solved, yet somehow they thrive. Asterisk when Brittany gets sick, Abby feels it. Asterisk when Abby gets excited, Brittany's pulse rises. Asterisk they are one system with two consciousnesses. Asterisk one rhythm to dreams. Asterisk one love life. Asterisk we don't know. Asterisk and maybe that's the point. Even their wardrobe tells the story. Asterisk every outfit is custom tailored. Two necklines, one body. Asterisk a symbol of individuality and unity sewn into fabric. Asterisk they dress as one, but never forget they are two. Asterisk and now with Abby married, fans wonder if that stitching is starting to fray. But to really understand the emotional weight of their current silence, you have to go back to the beginning. Asterisk March 7, 1990. Asterisk Carver County, Minnesota. Asterisk Abby and Brittany Hensel are born, conjoined, side dash by dash side. Asterisk doctors were stunned. The odds 1 in 189,000. Most conjoined twins don't survive a day. Asterisk Abby and Brittany survived everything. Asterisk they were given one choice, stay together or risk losing one or both through separation. Asterisk their parents made a call that would define the next 34 years. Asterisk let them live, let them choose, let them be. Asterisk and for decades that choice seemed to pay off. Asterisk but now, in silence, the consequences echo. The silence isn't just emotional. It's literal. Asterisk Abby and Brittany now work in a local school district in Minnesota, quietly teaching 5th grade. They arrive, teach, leave. Asterisk no press, no appearances. Asterisk locals respect them, students adore them, but even they don't fully understand the truth, asterisk that this quiet life may be the hardest thing the twins have ever done, asterisk why. Asterisk because their story once inspired millions, asterisk and now it's gone dark, asterisk no explanation, asterisk no farewell, asterisk only a whisper. That something has changed, goodbyes come in many forms, asterisk some are loud, public, unforgettable, asterisk others are whispered, asterisk and the most powerful ones, asterisk you never even hear them, asterisk that may be exactly the kind of goodbye Abby and Brittany Hensel are living right now. Asterisk not to each other, asterisk not to their family, asterisk but to us, the world that once watched, cheered, and questioned. Then so, what does it mean to say goodbye when you've never been alone? Asterisk the answer lies in a place most of us avoid, the future, asterisk because what happens when one twin dies. Asterisk not if, when, asterisk it's a question medical professionals have avoided in public for years and one the twins themselves have never addressed, asterisk but behind closed doors, it's the question that haunts every conjoined twin family, asterisk if Brittany dies. Can Abby survive? Asterisk if Abby goes first, does Brittany follow? Asterisk science doesn't have a clear answer, asterisk but ethics, emotion, spirit. Asterisk those answers are even murkier, asterisk some doctors suggest surgical separation after death might be possible, if done immediately, asterisk others say it's too dangerous, too traumatic, too late, asterisk and yet, time moves forward, asterisk Abby and Brittany are now in their mid-30s, asterisk they've defied every odd. But biology doesn't stop for miracles. In private, there may already be plans, asterisk a medical team on standby, asterisk illegal. Document signed in silence, asterisk an agreement, who decides? If one must be let go, asterisk and perhaps this is the real reason for their retreat, not drama, not shame, asterisk but dignity, asterisk to prepare for something the world will never be ready for. Asterisk to confront the impossible, together as always, far away from cameras, questions, and noise, but even as they step back, their legacy continues to echo, asterisk Abby and Brittany aren't just famous conjoined twins, asterisk they're icons of something deeper, asterisk they've redefined the meaning of self, asterisk they've challenged the limits of autonomy. They've blurred the line between identity and body, asterisk and in doing so, they've left behind a question we're all afraid to answer, asterisk what does it mean to be whole? Asterisk is it having one body, asterisk or is it being seen? Their lives have intersected with others who faced the same questions, asterisk the Delaney twins, separated by surgery, thriving apart, asterisk Ronnie and Donnie Gallion, never separated, dying side by side, asterisk each story different, each decision irreversible, asterisk and yet the Hensel twins stand alone, asterisk not because of what they've done, asterisk but because of what they've chosen not to do, asterisk they didn't chase fame, asterisk they didn't ask to be spectacles, asterisk they asked to be seen as human, asterisk and now perhaps they are asking for something else entirely, asterisk silence, asterisk Abby's marriage was not the end of their story, asterisk it was the start of something more private, more sacred, asterisk maybe there will be children, asterisk maybe there won't, asterisk maybe Brittany will marry someday too, asterisk or maybe she already has, quietly, in her own way, asterisk or maybe just maybe the greatest love story here isn't romantic at all, asterisk it's the bond between two people who've shared every heartbeat, asterisk every breath, asterisk every moment, asterisk since the day they were born, asterisk there are no final words from Abby and Brittany, asterisk no press release, asterisk no farewell episode, asterisk just the quiet truth that sometimes living your life without explanation, asterisk is the most powerful goodbye of all. So, what does the future hold for Abby and Brittany? Asterisk maybe everything, asterisk maybe nothing, asterisk maybe Exactly what they choose, asterisk, because for once the world isn't watching, asterisk, and that may be the greatest gift they've ever given themselves, asterisk, to Abby and Brittany, asterisk, thank you for showing us that being different isn't a flaw. It's a form of brilliance, asterisk, thank you for letting us see, for just a moment, what it means to live not just beside someone, but asterisk within them, asterisk, and wherever your path goes next, asterisk will honor it, in quiet wonder, asterisk, if this story moved you. There's more where that came from, asterisk, tap into the hidden mysteries of the human spirit, click the video on screen now. Asterisk, subscribe for more untold truths, human oddities, and the emotional stories the world forgot. Asterisk, see you in the next one.